All right, guys, welcome to tonight's training. We are going to be talking about positioning your business and yourself. It's a new month. We're in July. So if you look at where we're at right now, we are halfway through the year. So we've made it this far. What are we going to do to propel ourselves into the next 6 months and to finish the year out strong? Well, by doing some of these things, you guys ask about how to do things, what to do. And I thought I would talk about how to position yourself, how to position your business in today's environment. So we're going to be talking about some, I guess you would say, thought processes, theories, things that can help you catapult yourself to the forefront of what you're doing. So if that's something that you would like to learn about, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments. I got one person. Man, we're on a roll tonight. Let's go. Heather's faces of shock and awe. Yeah, Jamie's just smiling and laughing at me. It's great. Okay, here we go. Everyone's computers must be slow today. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is the type of people that are out there that you may not be thinking about that you should have on the forefront of your mind. We've heard about dinks. Dinks are the young ones. I mean, don't call them dinks purposefully and make them feel bad, but they are dual income, no kids. Then they end up turning into sinks, which is single income, now kids. So they make that transition from having all of this money and having all of this free time to now having all of this responsibility, all of these things to deal with. And then somebody's got to stay home with the kids until it's time for school. So they go from having two income lifestyle to a single income lifestyle. So where we are currently heading in this environment with inflation, with the economy, with what people are looking for, we need to start talking about MEs, MIIs, which are multiple income individuals. See, right now, in this current climate, in this current time, why would anyone rely on just earned income from their employer? If you're a dual income household, so you've got both of your kids in school, so now you're both in the workforce, that's great. But are you heavily relying on somebody else to control and make decisions for you? That is what being an employee does. That is what most people are out there doing. And you need to help them think differently. You need to help them think and know there is a different way. That is why you offering your business is so important. I think sometimes everybody wants to get on here to go, what host of post is working? What product post is working? What product is helping? Who's getting results? Send me a before and after. We need to talk about the business of saving people's financial futures. So here's some statistics that you, knowing me, the nerd green, would pull up to basically allow you to fact check my awesomeness. So the first one is really, really interesting. The average cost of living for a single person in the United States as of the fourth quarter of 2023, so just December of last year, $3,189 per month. Now, I know some of you are like, wow, that's pretty good. Listen to this. Family of four is now at $7,095 a month in expenses. Now, this wasn't, going out and getting nails done. This wasn't putting kids in travel sports. This was just household, utilities, food, clothing, the necessities. Now, when you think about adding more to that, $7,095 for a family of four can balloon to over $10,000 a month in certain areas of the country. So we know that the average needed for people, because we've talked about this a lot, the average amount of income needed additionally above and beyond what we just talked about, the average cost of living that would keep people out of bankruptcy, is an extra $300 to $500 a month above that budget that we just said of 3,200 or 7,000, because the majority of that now is going on credit card. Consumer credit card debt has almost doubled in the last 18 months. So what it's telling us is that inflation and those numbers are showing up not in people's incomes, but it's showing up on their debt. People are eating away at the savings that they had. They're starting to pay for their life on credit cards, and it's only a matter of time before those credit card balances start reaching multiple figures. So we have the solution for these people. We know what the problem is. We have a business that, if positioned correctly, can help them. That's why we've always been a company about getting out of debt, getting people to create an additional source of income. We are talking about people becoming multiple income individuals. People need to not rely on just their job, because, as we've seen, jobs are coming and going relatively quickly now. There's no 40-year plan for a company. It just isn't there anymore. So if the average turnaround on a job now is 36 to 48 months, you have a window of 38 to 48 months before you may have to be looking for another job. Guess what you can use to help supplement that? Your business. You need to position that in people's minds. You need to offer that in people's mind. You need to tell people to dig their well before they're thirsty. Because what's going to happen is all of these things are going to start culminating and people are going to start panicking. And then what's going to happen? You're going to see credit card defaults. You're going to see more foreclosures happening again. You're going to see bankruptcies happening much larger, like we did the first time around in 2008, but for different reasons. So our business strives in times like this because people are looking. How do I know, you ask? I'm Joel Dunn. I got statistics. 76% of Americans would like to own their own business. Now, of that, 83% of younger millennials, which is the highest percentage of any, want to own a business. Now, of all those millennials that want to start a business, they want to get involved, they want to do something, 53% of them think the gig economy, so Uber, Grubhub, going out and grabbing groceries for people, they think that counts as starting their own business. So if that's where their mind is at, if that's the group of people that are most looking, so if 83% of the people looking to own a business are millennials, and 53% of them think that a side hustle counts as starting their own business, guess what you should be shouting from the rooftops in your social media? I have a business for you to start, and it's low cost. Another surprising statistic was 83% of Americans would get involved in network marketing or direct sales if they could make an extra $500 of income per month. So that's being very specific. People would join your business if you have a path to show them that they could make an extra $500 a month. 41% of women are interested in joining direct sales or network marketing if they are asked directly. So think about that when we talk about your sales ratio. If we know that 41% of women out there are looking and they're just waiting for somebody to ask them, or they're waiting for the right opportunity or the right time, you need to be the one that's offering the opportunity. You need to be the one that's offering the right time and the right products to get in front of them, because they're waiting for somebody to ask. Now, here's the part that I'm going to say, and don't jump off. Just because you're posting doesn't mean you're asking them to join your business. Again, they're waiting for somebody to ask them directly. 49% say it would be worth continuing if they made between $250 and $500 in their first month. Guess what's amazing about what we've got? We've got the fast start programs. We've got things to get people money in their hands quickly within the first month, while they're building their business, while they're building their residual income. So now that we've covered who we need to find, why we need to find them, I want to go over some maybe strategies or thoughts on positioning yourself with these people, not only through your social media, but when you're direct messaging, when you're having conversations with these people. And I know you guys love scripts, but I can't talk and type things into the chat. So guess what? These are not scripts. These are designed to be a framework for you to think about ways that you can do this in your voice and in your style. So you need to start talking about building residual income. So when you're posting your lifestyle post about why you love what you do, you need to start using the words residual income, because people don't realize how powerful that is. And maybe you don't even realize how powerful that is, because with your business, as you build it, when you continue to build it, for those of you that have been in longer than 3 to 4 months, for those of you that have been in for a year or more, you can attest to this. You don't start the month out at zero income. You already know that if you just do what you do, you will get a paycheck. Now, it may be more, it may be less, depending on how much work you do, but you know that because your business creates residual income, you have a starting place for income that is not zero. When people start their day, start their week with their job, they start that day at zero. If they don't go to work and put in the hours, they don't get paid for the hours they don't put in. So it's a different thought process that you have to bring people along and have to help them understand it. And you can do that by telling your stories through your posts on how residual income is life-changing, what it's doing for you, how you're using it. And your goal should be to work at building and compounding your business and your team to get them to a level that takes care of their family's expenses on top of their employment income. So again, remember, we're talking about a side hustle economy that people are actively looking for. And what you want to tell them is you have the ability to help them create an income that can cover their family's expenses on top of their employment income. And the other thing that you need to do is don't prejudge. See, the thing that we do often, and gosh, we are 10,000% guilty of this. And I think people were guilty of it with us too. If you're prejudging people, you are looking at their current life situation. You know, back in 2008, when Stephanie and I had the rental properties, we had the businesses, everything looked amazing. The economy was so horrible that everything was crashing underneath. And like we always joke about, we took showers, we got ready, we looked presentable. So nobody knew it was going on. We were waiting for somebody to come to us with an opportunity. So those neighbors that you have in your neighborhood that have the nice car, that have the big house, they have the large car payments, they have the large mortgage, they have the 7,000 a month in overhead expenses for their family. Think about it. They could be breathing air through a straw right now. And you think because they have the cars and the house that they don't need a side hustle. So remember, don't prejudge anybody that you know. Now, here's the other thing. We tend to I would say, talk down or look down for the people that we want to join our team. Instead, you should be looking for people that are bigger, better networkers than you. Who has a huge network that you want to help monetize for them? You know, a lot of times we're looking for the people that are in our similar situation, which I talk about all the time. Your avatar is who you used to be that you can help. But also the person you should be looking for is the reverse avatar of you. Who are you wanting and aspiring to be? Connect with those people. Try to get those people into your business because they will expand and compound your business faster when they or if they have a bigger network and more impact and reach than you do. Also, you need to remind people that they are currently dependent on someone else's decisions, whether they have a job, get a raise, get to take a lunch break, get to take a vacation. Their job, their employer, their boss dictates how their family runs and how their family operates. They don't always have that on top of mind because they're so busy. So say things like, man, I remember having to go to my job and not being able to XYZ with my family or be able to take this trip because I couldn't get the time off. What are the things that you're aspiring to do? Tell them those things too, but make sure that you're not moving it out of a realm of something that they would think is unachievable. So if we go back to that number where everyone is looking for $250 to $500 a month, the next largest group is $500 to $1,000 a month. But then when you start talking about over $1,000 a month, people tend, and it's 76% tend to think that it's a scam or it's too good to be true. So while posting Lambos, private jets, and things like that are super cool, it's super unattainable, and people just look at them and go, wow, they have an amazing life. So make sure that you're using your life to not only reflect the things that you want for them, but bring them along the ride with you if you are currently in the process of getting to be a stay-at-home parent, getting to leave your job, getting out of debt. When you bring people along the journey with you, now it creates a community. So you offer a solution because you teach people how to take control and get their time back and get their life back. You allow them to take everything back into their own hands by owning a business that creates a stream of income that is not dependent on anything other than their hard work, their time and effort, not their employer telling them when and how to create income. So having income independently of their employer. So that's a question that you can do a poll on. Do you have income independent of your employer? Would you like to know how? It's what I do for a living. People are looking for multiple streams. They are looking for things that are remote. They are looking for things that can revolve around their lives versus their lives revolving around their employer. So let them know that that is what you offer. Again, it's a large portion of the population. We're talking 83% of people want to start a business. They just don't know how, and you can make it easy for them. Follow that up with letting them know that there's an amazing community to support them, cheer them on, and help them along the way. You know, that's what's great about this. I mean, look at the Zoom. We have a community here. People want this. After everything that happened with COVID and lockdowns and isolation, and people are searching for communities. But why not give them a community that offers them something that's positive and is financially beneficial? So talk to them about a community that you have of entrepreneurs that they can plug in with and learn how to build a business and create financial freedom with them and you. So tell them how easy it is. Because the other thing is, okay, let's rephrase that. Let's tell them how simple it is, not how easy it is. Simple is following directions. We know it's not easy because you guys are all humans, right? You deal with humans every day. Has anyone found a simple human, easy human? So if you can tell them that all they need to do is listen, learn, follow directions, and our training system that easily lays out steps to success, they just need to do it. They don't need to come in and know everything. They just need to come in and learn everything. When you are teachable and you are saying it's something that anyone can do, you will grab a larger market of people who are automatically thinking, well, it's a business, it's an entrepreneur, I don't know how to do it. And you come along with, look at me, I've got a system, I've got a community, I can definitely help you become successful. People are looking for multiple streams and they are looking for things that are remote that they can fit into their lives. So you can talk about how you're doing your business, not at your house, or I'm at my job doing my job and my business on my breaks, on my lunch. I can fit my business in wherever I want, and I can build it as big or as little, as fast or as slow as I want. Also, show them how you work your business. Tell them your story. Your story is your superpower. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys. I mean, like, I want to shake you and go, your story is your superpower. Your struggle is your strength. Your mess is your message. Share it so that you can connect with somebody. Now, you're going to connect with people on a couple different ways. You're going to find the people that are in your position that see you and go, man, they did it. I can do it too. But then you may also connect with those people that go, oh my gosh, if they're that much of a hot mess, I can definitely do this business. So Heather's like, yeah, woo, guys, totally feel it. It's one of those things where if you share your story, you will connect with people on a deeper emotional level and get them thinking about things that they may not have stopped to think about. So tell them why you started. Why are you doing your business? Is it to put food on the table? Man, how many people are you going to reach with that comment? I'm just trying to put food on my table and I found an amazing way how. Is anyone else out there struggling like I am? Why are you doing it? What is your bigger why? Are you trying to become a stay at home mom, a stay at home dad, a stay at home family? What is the bigger picture that most people don't hear you talk about? That if they heard you, they would probably cheer you on for that. Those are the things that you need to also be talking about to connect with people. Then you also need to tell them what you are doing with your money. I know, scary, right? That's one of those weird things that we don't talk about what we do with our money. Like our parents didn't talk about money. Yeah. I don't know if any of you've had that conversation with parents and it's like trying to pull teeth and you're like, I'm just trying to figure everything out so I can help you. They just don't do it. So for you to air your business on the interwebs, Do it, but there's a proper way to do it. Connect them to the simple things that you're doing with your weekly bonuses, like filling your car with gas, going out for lunch, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, paying for travel sports, dance recitals, piano lessons, all the little things that add up outside of that household income that we were talking about that people want to do. You can tell them you found a solution for paying for it. And then get them thinking bigger. So that's what you talk about with your weekly bonuses. Now, get them dreaming bigger, like vacations or paying off student loans or paying off credit cards, the bigger things with your residual income, which we'll talk about as your commission check. So when you get your commission check, tell them what you're doing with it. You are trying to connect what you are doing with your money to somebody out there that would do the similar thing. They just don't have the money to do it, so that you can show them how to do it. Get them thinking that they can do it too, and you are the perfect person to show them how to do it, since you're already doing it now. Because people want a mentor. People want someone to show them the way, and you are that person. You are the Jedi Knight, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Yoda, to guide them to their financial freedom. But here's the thing. Most importantly, none of the stuff that I told you, the statistics that I shared, strategies that I went over, none of this stuff, none of this thought process matters if you, as in the faces that I see here on the screen, if you do not decide to do something with it. And by do something with it, I mean every day, 2 to 3 to 200 times a day. Why? Because you don't know when somebody's looking at your social media. So do the things that you do. You have multiple different ways to talk about your business now. So you can do multiple of these in a day, multiple of these in a week, so that your stories, your timeline, your wall doesn't ever get stagnant and boring. So that's pretty much what I had for you, other than this one thing. Do you want some next level info that I gave our leadership group today? If so, drop a fire emoji in the comment. Yep, they're coming. Yep, I see them. All right. Here is your exercise to crush this month. You might want to write this down. Make a list of the 10 people you know that you would hate to see walking across stage as a diamond, as somebody else's leader, because you didn't ask them to join your team. See, you are not the only one who knows the people you know. Would you hate to go into your feed and see somebody else having success that you know, and them not having that success with you? Now, spend the rest of this month trying to get those 10 people to join your team. That's it. That's the mission. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Just Little Old Me. I'll go ahead and pray us out so that you guys can have an amazing week and an amazing month. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of hardworking individuals. They're going out and doing incredible things with your blessing, with your overabundance of flowing over them, through them, and around them. You're going to bring the right people into their businesses for this month. Allow them to help people and do incredible things for your kingdom. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, go out and make it an awesome month, and we'll see you here again next week.